Welcome into the Tipsy Tailgate. I'm Aiden Algrobly, and this is not our normal video. Rather, it's an MLB deep dive, and in particular, we're going to dive into the best Rule 5 MLB draft picks ever. Before we get into the video, I just want to say, please check out our exclusive podcast, an episode with Lenny Dykstra, the MLB legend. The video is on the channel, please check it out, we know you'll enjoy it. Without further ado, let's get into the video. For avid baseball lovers, and for that matter, MLB The Show franchise mode players, you may have heard of the Rule 5 draft before. For those who haven't, it is, well, maybe the most confusing rule in all of baseball. The Rule 5 draft is held each December and allows any ball club without a full 40-man roster to select another player not on a 40-man roster in a draft that goes in reverse standings order. Yes, I understand, it's a lot. Let me break it down. Teams with a full 40-man roster will not have a pick in this draft. 40-man rosters are a combination of the 26 active MLB ball players, common injury call-ups, and young prospects that ball clubs want to protect from other teams. Any team that makes a Rule 5 selection will have to pay $100,000 to the former ball club of the player drafted. You may be thinking, this is too good to be true. Well, here's the catch. Any player drafted must be placed and kept on the active 26-man Major League roster. If you play MLB The Show franchise mode, you're likely familiar with the Rule 5 draft, and in most ways you see it as the easy shortcut to middle-of-the-road up-and-coming prospects. If you're a franchise cheeser, then you likely draft a couple Rule 5 prospects to flip for a proven star in a trade shortly after. But for most MLB ball clubs, the Rule 5 draft has had a little effect on their franchise. On the contrary, here are 4 Rule 5 draft picks that have changed the narrative surrounding MLB's most confusing rule. But before our top 4, let's throw in one recent Rule 5 draft selection that has made his first Major League impact this season on his new ball club. Akil Baddoo.
First pitch swinging. Deep left field.
Outfielder Akil Baddoo, formerly of the Minnesota Twins, as their number 13 prospect, was selected third by the Detroit Tigers in the 2020 Rule 5 draft. You may know Baddoo for his extremely hot start to the 2021 season for the Tigers, as he matched up with some of the all-time greats in his 10-game start to his career. Since then, he has cooled down a bit, but still remains one of the brighter spots for the struggling Tigers.
He got just it. Like that! The Hollywood script continues!
Currently, Baddoo has 5 home runs, 20 RBIs, and is batting for a 242 average. Now, into the top 4 greatest Rule 5 selections in MLB history. Number 4, Dan Uggla. As I'm sure most baseball fans remember, Dan Uggla was known as one of the most powerful second basemen in history. But it wasn't always that way. The Diamondbacks elected to keep catcher Coy Hill on their 40-man roster rather than Uggla, which gave the Marlins a perfect opportunity to swipe him up in the 2005 Rule 5 draft. Uggla, 25 at the time, never touched the field of an above AA team by the time he was drafted, but his 21 bombs in 2005 was all the Marlins needed. The Florida Marlins, at the time, grabbed Dan Uggla with the 8th pick in the draft. Uggla then went from never playing in a game above AA to being thrown to the starting lineup of the Marlins in 2006. And he certainly did not disappoint. Uggla made the All-Star team in his rookie year, but somehow managed to fall short of the NL Rookie of the Year award to Ryan Zimmerman of the Nationals and Hanley Ramirez of the, you guessed it, Marlins, who won the award. In fact, the 2006 rookie class was phenomenal. On the AL side, it featured winner Justin Verlander, Jonathan Papelbon, and Ian Kinsler. While on the NL side, the likes of Matt Cain, Andre Ethier, and Prince Fielder followed behind Uggla in the race. Even though Uggla hit an outstanding 27 home runs and 90 RBIs with an average of 282, Zimmerman had 20 bombs, 110 RBIs, and 287 average, and Hanley's 4.9 WAR, 51 swiped bags, and a 292 average was enough to give him the nod. Regardless, Uggla went on to have a very good career, and in terms of power statistics for second baseman, he ranked as one of the greats. Uggla hit over 30 home runs in 5 different seasons, and went on to become a 3-time All-Star and Silver Slugger. Easy to say, the Rule 5 draft came up huge for the Marlins that year. Number 3, Joakim Soria. Relief pitcher Joakim Soria didn't establish himself until 6 to 7 years into his professional career. After signing with the Dodgers in 2001 and then playing for the Mexican League in 2005, he finally got a shot with the San Diego Padres, but that didn't last long as injuries halted his games in the minors. Then the Rule 5 draft blessed Soria's career as the Kansas City Royals selected him 2nd overall from San Diego, which happened to be 1 pick before our next player got selected. But we'll get into that. Joakim Soria, after years of lingering injuries, gave the Royals 69 innings with a 17-21 save-to-opportunity record and a 2.48 ERA. Since then, Soria has been an established dominant relief pitcher in the majors and still giving his all in his 14th year of service time at age 37 for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Soria is a 2-time All-Star and has a cumulative ERA of 3.05 with 223 current saves. Number 2, Josh Hamilton. For baseball fans, the story of Josh Hamilton is one of the craziest roller coasters around. The ups and downs of his career, and in fact, overall life, is something that is very public. But not many know his opportunity came in large part through the Rule 5 draft. Hamilton was selected with the number 1 overall pick in 1999 by the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, but a drug addiction led to him leaving baseball in 2002. He would later return to baseball in 2006 at low A ball, which immediately led to him going unprotected in the Rule 5 draft that year. The Chicago Cubs selected Hamilton with the 3rd overall pick that year, 1 pick after Joakim Soria was selected. But it didn't turn around just yet for Josh. He would then be traded to the Cincinnati Reds for cash. In a 90-game stretch with the Reds in 2007, Hamilton hit 19 home runs, 47 RBIs, and a 292 average. But at age 26, the Reds either felt his good play was not long-term, or they were concerned with his drug addiction of the past. Either way, they dealt him to the Texas Rangers that offseason for pitcher Edinson Volquez. From then on, Hamilton became one of the most entertaining players in the league. He hit 32 home runs and 130 RBIs in his first year with the Rangers with a 304 average, which gave him All-Star Game and Silver Slugger nods, and placed him 7th in MVP voting that year. He would then go on to make 4 more All-Star Games all in a row, win 2 more Silver Slugger awards, and in 2010 have one of the most absurd years in baseball history. Josh hit 32 home runs, 100 RBIs, and 359 batting average in just 133 games played, which gave him MVP honors that year. He also spent most of the 2012 season trailing just behind Miguel Cabrera in virtually every statistic, finishing with 43 homers, 128 RBIs, but wouldn't get the recognition he deserved for that year due to Miggy's Triple Crown season. Josh Hamilton also gave us a show in 2008 as he lit up the home run derby, the likes that we've never seen before. Hamilton hit 28 home runs in round 1, but would later gas out and lose by 2 bombs to Justin Morneau of the Twins. If you haven't seen that home run derby, I highly recommend you watch it. And now, number 1. Johan Santana. Finally, Johan Santana, one of the best pitchers of the 2000s. Yes, he was a Rule 5 draft selection. Santana signed with the Houston Astros in 1995 as an amateur, but when the Marlins selected him in the 1999 Rule 5 draft at pick 2, his life would forever change. But not because of the Marlins. He would immediately be traded to the Minnesota Twins for Jared Camp. But something I never understood is that in the same 1999 Rule 5 draft, the Twins selected Jared Camp 1st overall, and the Marlins selected Santana 2nd overall. Well, that's confusing. But regardless, stunk it up in the bullpen of the Twins for the 2000 season. He then went on to become maybe the most dominant lefty starter of the 2000s from then on out. From 2002 to 2010, he won 130 games to losing just 66, as well as carrying a combined ERA of 2.90. In 2004, Santana won the Cy Young Award and finished 6th in MVP voting. Then in 4 straight years after, he would finish top 5 in Cy Young voting, even winning the award again in 2006. Not to mention, he also finished as the pitching Triple Crown winner that year, leading the league in ERA, wins, and strikeouts. Santana then ended the New York Mets' 50-year-old streak for no-hitters as he accomplished the feat in 2012. He would then go on to struggle with injuries and barely made it past his 11th season. Santana finished as a 4-time All-Star, 2-time Cy Young Award winner, a Triple Crown winner, and a 3-time ERA title winner. He even won a Gold Glove. And if not for injuries, potentially a Hall of Famer. Other honorable mentions for this list that were picked up through Rule 5 drafts include R.A. Dickey, Shane Victorino, Jose Bautista, and Jason Grilli. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know if we should make more videos like this. Also, this is our podcast channel like I mentioned in the beginning, so go check out our recent episode with MLB legend Lenny Dykstra right here on this channel. It was a very good one. Also, for more videos like this, go check out the YouTube channel, and that's baseball. Thanks for watching.